Divorce Day Diaries, day 339. It's Saturday and I feel like a pie. So today I'm driving 25 odd Ks all the way into Christchurch over to Fendalton Mall so I can go to a bakery here called Bakermans. Interestingly, I've already been to a cafe called Le Bakerman and now I'm going to one called Bakermans. Not to be confused, this one's nestled next to a little new world here in Fendalton. And actually the first thing that caught my eye when I walked in here was all the sweets. I ended up going for the donut, just the traditional pie and a donut combo. They only had about half a dozen different pie flavours, so again I went with the traditional steak and cheese. Right, so that was $14.50 all up. I forgot to ask how much the pie was, but I could see in the video it was $6.30 for the donut. So 30 cents off that's $14.20 minus $6 off that. It was about $8.20 for the pie, which isn't too bad compared to some of the other pies I've had around here. I didn't have any Thai pies, but I was just going to go for a steak and cheese today. And I gotta say, this looks good. Oh, here, look at that pastry. Oh, alright, let's give this a go. The pastry definitely was good. It was obviously the first thing I noticed biting into it was the saltiness, the butteriness, and yeah, it was so flaky. It flaked absolutely everywhere. The filling was, it was like understated. I don't mean to say that as an insult. I just mean like some pies I've had, it's almost like a punch in the face. Whereas this one, it was just a really good, solid gravy, effectively. Which of course complemented the saltiness of the pastry quite well. And then of course you had the cheese. The cheese wasn't a cheese sauce. It was almost like they put like grated cheese into it and then it kind of melted. Which was really nice. I'm not sure what cheese that was. It could have been like a Colby or something. I'm not actually 100% sure. Either way, it was a great combo of the pastry, the cheese, the gravy, all good. However, I do have to make a complaint because in my entire steak and cheese pie, I only got one piece of steak. Now, this could just be that I got unlucky. It's entirely possible that some of the other pies would have more pieces of steak, but it is disappointing to buy a steak and cheese pie. You expect to get a couple big pieces of meat in there, and there was only one. There was only one towards the end of the pie, but it still tasted delicious, so I smashed back the whole thing, and as you can see, it made a massive mess. Just goes to show how flaky it was. Seriously, I'm going to have to vacuum my car after this one. I just saw a family walk past, and all the girls were wearing, like, white headdresses and matching dresses that were like black and red, and I'm what? I'm very confused. I'm also very full, so I think I'll save that donut for when I get home. Look at how they packaged it. It is in a tray in here and it's sellotaped, so it's like a little package for later. It is now later, and I am in Rakaya, and if you're wondering why I'm here, on the way out of Christchurch, I ran into a hitchhiker, went in to pick him up, and he said, oh, I'm going to Dunedin, and I was like, well, I can't take you to Dunedin, but I can take you to Rolleston, and then from there, you might be able to find someone to get you there, and when I got to Rolleston, we were having a good yarn, and I was like, you know what, I'll just take you to Rakaya, then you might be able to find someone to take you to Ashburton, and then to Timaru, Oamaru, you might be able to get to Dunedin, so so I've just dropped him off on the other side of Rakaya, and I'm going to have my donut. Oh, yes. If this isn't good, I'll be very surprised. Bakerman and Fendalton Mall, not disappointed. And I will catch you, hopefully back in Rolleston, on the flip side.